As the present world progresses, it seems as though we are turning our ways back to the ancient cities Sodom and Gomorrah mentioned in the Bible. According to the story, Sodom and Gomorrah were cities that were destroyed by Yahweh due to their wicked and sinful ways. The citizens of these cities were indulging in homosexuality, immorality, and other immoral acts that were beyond Yahweh's mercy. Today, we see similar trends in behavior among people all over the world, which is a worrying indication of how our world is heading towards a path of destruction. The rapid advancements in technology and communication have brought about numerous changes in human behavior and lifestyles. Social media platforms have given people the freedom to express themselves, regardless of how inappropriate the content may be. The Internet has become a hub of immoral content that is easily accessible by anyone with an Internet connection. As a result, people are becoming more accustomed to engaging in morally questionable activities without any fear of repercussions. Furthermore, the acceptance and promotion of the LGBTQ community have become more prevalent in society. While this is a positive step towards equality and inclusivity, many people are taking it too far by engaging in homosexuality and other immoral sexual acts. As a result of this, the world is becoming more and more accepting of sexual immorality, which is a clear indication of how our world is heading towards a path of self-destruction. Another issue that is prevalent in society today is the rise of materialism and greed. People are more obsessed with acquiring material possessions, such as cars, houses, and fancy gadgets, regardless of the means they use to acquire them. This has led to an increase in corrupt and immoral practices such as fraud, embezzlement, and other illegal activities that are morally wrong and go against Yahweh's will. Many societies have embraced sexual immorality and promiscuity, and in some countries, even prostitution is legal. Homosexuality, which the Bible condemns as sinful, is now widely accepted and celebrated in many parts of the world. And the rich often ignore the plight of the poor and vulnerable. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a warning of the ultimate consequences of such wickedness. The increasing prevalence of these sins is reflected in popular culture. Television shows and movies depict explicit sex scenes and promote sexual promiscuity. Music videos often contain vulgar and suggestive lyrics and themes. The Internet is flooded with pornography and other forms of sexually explicit content. Not only have these sins become more accepted in society, but there is also a growing hostility towards those who hold to traditional moral values. Those who speak out against these sins are often branded as intolerant or bigoted. Christian beliefs about marriage and sexuality, in particular, are being challenged on a daily basis. However, it is important to note that not all hope is lost. Just as Yahweh spared Lot and his family from the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, he will also spare those who put their trust in him. The Bible tells us that Yahweh is slow to anger and abounding in mercy and grace. Yahweh gives us the opportunity to repent and turn from our wicked ways, and he promises to forgive us and make us new. Furthermore, there is a general sense of lawlessness and chaos that pervades many parts of the world. Crimes and acts of violence seem to be on the rise in many major cities, and there is a growing sense of distrust and suspicion between different groups of people. Whether it is the breakdown of the family or the erosion of basic social norms, it is clear that something has gone terribly wrong in the world today. So, what can we do in the face of all of this? One thing is clear: we must not give up hope. Despite the darkness and depravity of the world around us, it is still possible to live a life of meaning, purpose, and moral clarity. We must remember the lessons of history and the wisdom of the ages and seek to build a society that values truth, goodness, and beauty over pleasure, power, and prestige. Ultimately, we must remember that the fate of the world is in our hands. We have the power to create a better future, one that is marked by justice, love, and compassion. By living lives of integrity, courage, and humility, we can shine a light in the darkness and inspire others to do the same. We may not be able to change the whole world overnight, but we can make a difference in our own small corner of it, and that is a start. Overall, the present world seems to be turning back to the immoral ways of the ancient cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Sexual immorality, homosexuality, and apathy towards the poor and vulnerable are becoming increasingly prevalent, and there is growing hostility towards those who hold to traditional moral values. However, there is still hope for those who turn to Yahweh and put their trust in Him. Yahweh is willing and able to forgive and make us new, and we should strive to live in a way that honors Him and reflects His love and grace. The world today seems to have an almost insatiable appetite for pleasure and indulgence. We are constantly told that we deserve to live like kings and queens, regardless of the cost to our wallets or our souls. In conclusion, it is clear that the present world is turning its ways back to the ancient Sodom and Gomorrah mentioned in the Bible. The social media platforms, the internet, and the acceptance and promotion of the LGBTQ community have all contributed to making the world a more immoral place. Greed and materialism are also pushing people to indulge in immoral activities and make choices that are contrary to Yahweh's commandments. It is high time we realized the gravity of the situation and made conscious efforts to turn the tide back and embrace morality and righteousness before it's too late.